But when I think about the satanic ritual that was just done on stage with children being used and present, I find that equally as harmful. I find it kind of weird and kind of wild that Kanye starts, popping off. It says some things that a lot of people had a problem with regarding those Carter children. I just find it funny. But shout out to Miss Sam over there on YouTube for explaining what an offering to the god Kali Ma. Now back to what I was saying about that satanic ritual that the baby brought her children into. And people actually paid to show up and watch it. Meanwhile, the little girl getting snatched, shushed, everything on stage. I mean, what you expect? Keep that kid chained up in a closet allegedly or something like that? You let her outside? Of course she's going to be excited. She's seeing real people. You lock something away long enough. It was amazing. Well then, welcome to hell, because that's where you're going. Like, I don't know why y'all think it's a game. All that devil worshiping and being proud of it, that's not cute. We're talking about the altar to Kali that all of those human bodies performed. And they showing it all over the internet like it's some kind of good thing that I'm going to be your protector. She was singing to Kali Ma. The whole thing was to Kali Ma. And then they take the little girl that Kanye told the truth about. Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. He told the truth. And then they brought the child out and offered her up to the devil. Are you kidding me? Yes, she was singing to Kali Ma, the Indian death goddess. I will be your protector. Shots fired, Kanye. Shots fired. Go and look. The moving of the bodies in the wave. And that's Kali Ma. Ain't nobody ever see Indiana Jones when they was worshiping to the, what was it? It wasn't the Raiders of the Lost Ark. And they was worshiping the Kali Ma. And the dude was ripping people's hearts out their chest. Kali Ma. And all of that craziness. That's what that word. Shots fired. That's what that word. Yeah, they sacrificed the kids in the Indiana Jones with the Kali Ma. This habitual stage with the kids. And y'all sitting there. Isn't it so? I will be your protector. No, protect from everything but the devil's mouth. They got Blue sitting in there looking like half an android. Still. And y'all paid money to go see that? What's my take on Kai Cenat? Snack for the devil. He's a snack for the devil. Period. Like one of those little bite-sized Halloween candy. You know, the miniatures. That's what he is. You little devil tic-tac. You know, it's sad. Yeah, they been trying to set me up in a lawsuit all year. You want to know why? Because they don't want y'all to pay attention to what's really going on. But to sit there and see people praising a demonic service where children were being offered to the devil, and people are praising that, like, just to see how godless he sure is. A little devil tic-tac right in the devil's mouth. Poop, he right there. Listen to me, I ain't got time for Kai Cenat. I don't have time. I don't. He about to phase out anyway. They all about to phase out. It's over. But to watch the demonic ceremonies just happening right in front of your face, to know that these people have done nothing but hurt and harm innocent people, destroy careers, destroy families, and they want somebody to give a damn about theirs. How many bad cases have been put on people? How many? People like me. People just sit around and watch. Oh, I'm so sorry this is happening to you. Bitch, please. Fuck out of here. You just glad it ain't happening to you. Real rap. RICO. God bless you, child. You saved your own soul. It's wild. Because people really think they're going to get away. You want to know what's funny? I remember when Mike Myers first started hitting. I am an Austin Powers fan. Oh my goodness. So I think my wife is an axe murderer. And I also remember when he got bullied into putting Beyonce in that movie. Straight bullied. He didn't even want to. Y'all remember I talked about it in one of my boot couch interviews. Jam on your horn now. This shit was terrible. It was terrible. It is even more terrible now. It's just divine rising indeed. Somebody said I didn't answer your question. I'm sorry. I didn't know this was a paid interview. Oh, that's right. It's not. It's my Instagram page. You should remember that. Ooh, bless your soul. Troy is in the building. Salute. You know, it's wild. People really don't think all of this stuff happened. Selena Gomez? I don't know. I have some really interesting interviews coming up soon. Great conversations. And salute to Johannesburg. But yeah, I really want to focus on the human side of all of this. Yeah, Beyonce. I mean, these people have been robbing and stealing and lying and offering Satanism as entertainment for decades now. And they want to go off into the sunset. Bebe, she ready to retire. So now they going to start grooming their 13-year-old daughter. Yeah, long live Mo 3. It's funny, all roads lead back to Rock Nation. You mean not Sexy Red? Oh, Jesus. All of it. Yeah, Alicia Keys is a devil worshiper. Didn't you see her at the Grammys? Praises to the Most High, and she put up the Baphomet symbol. Like, I don't understand. Like, y'all people watch this stuff. It's just, I don't know when we all lost our minds and decided that ballroom dancing in hell was a good idea, but gee. I promise you this, before it's all said and done, God's will be done. Truth is, Lauryn Hill is a miracle, like me, because they had her fixed. They had her fixed up good, but God said no. It would be amazing if people really looked at all of the artists where God stepped in and said, no, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. It would be wonderful if people would put their face on around a Mount Rushmore. Like you see all of these Mount Rushmores with nobody credible on them. Imagine that. A Mount Rushmore for those who said no to the devil. And the devil came for them. And God put his hand in the way and said, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. Imagine that. Imagine if somebody put that up. If somebody put Dr. Sebi on that Mount Rushmore. Why don't we ever look at anything relevant? Because all Dr. Sebi ever tried to do was show us that we could have life and life more abundant, as God promised. Why don't nobody want to put Dick Gregory on a Mount Rushmore? I felt bad because he literally had to cuss us out until the day he died. Bob Marley on a Mount Rushmore. Indeed. True teachers. What if somebody put Sam Cooke on one of them Mount Rushmores? We always seem to get distracted by the little shiny things. Why don't we ever pay tribute to the things that try to save us, help us? Yeah, Nina Simone. She should be on a Mount Rushmore. Like, I don't understand why people always focus on the stupid stuff. We can do better. Gotta do better. Gotta do better today. Gotta do better before it's too late. Shout out to Ab Soul.
If you see this video on Mike from the Music Recordings channel, please let me know. Thank you to those who have been helping me with this situation. He still to this day has not removed those videos from his channel. I guess he thinks that at some point I'm going to forget about it and move on, or something dumb like that. But that's not what's going to happen, Mike. Enjoy your channel while it's still up. If I can have celebrities' pages removed from the internet, I can have yours removed too. But anyways, secret password to let me know you made it until the end of the video is, if you agree with the nonsense that Jaguar Wright farts out of her mouth, say I agree. If you disagree, say I disagree. If you don't know, say I don't know. If you don't care, say I don't care. If you don't care, why are you here? If you say I don't care, I'm going to cuss you out in the comment section. Here's the thing, right? Jaguar Wright is talking about Kanye and what he said about Rumi, which is Jay-Z and Beyonce's daughter, who I think is 7. She's the female twin. If I'm not mistaken, there's a boy and a girl. I think their names are Rumi and Sir, and they're 7. And Blue Ivy is like, what? 13 now. I thought that Blue Ivy was 11. Then I heard that she was 12. So I guess so she just had a birthday in January of 2025. And she is in fact 13 now. I didn't know that until just the other day. Here's the deal. Basically, these are kids, right? Jaguar Wright is quoting Kanye West or referring to things that he said about these kids, Beyonce and Jay-Z's children. He had said or implied that Rumi, Sir, or both of them are like mentally challenged or whatever. I think he used the R word, allegedly. Kanye's mentally ill. Jaguar Wright is mentally ill. So I guess instead of the blind leading the blind, it's the mentally ill leading the mentally ill. And she's going to sit up there basically co-signing the nonsense that came out of Kanye West's mouth. First of all, let's just say that the kids are mentally challenged. Let's just assume that's true. Why are we sitting around talking about nonsense like that? Like, I mean, serious question. Is that supposed to be fun? Well, Jaguar did say multiple times, since she repeats herself sometimes, if she says something 2 or 3 times, y'all might hear her only say it once because I cut the rest out because it gets annoying hearing somebody repeat themselves like that. But this is the thing. So Jaguar said that she thinks that it's funny. She thinks that what Kanye said was funny. And when she said funny, maybe she meant ironic. Maybe that's what she meant by I think it's funny. But there's nothing funny about what that idiot Kanye West said. I know there's something's wrong with him. I know that he needs to stay off of social media and whatnot. But Jaguar Wright, I wanted to believe that she's just a crazy person. But it's like the more I listen to her and the more I think about it, I think that Jaguar Wright is somebody who's more on the diabolical side. I think that she is this evil person who's saying what she's saying because she wants revenge. And she keeps talking about this crap about RICO acts against basically black musicians that she's jealous of and YouTubers that she doesn't like. And I keep getting these really weird comments out of nowhere, implying that I'm being paid to say the stuff that I'm saying in my videos. And I don't get paid by anybody to say anything. They keep leaving these really weird comments like, yeah, Jay-Z's paying you to say that. And I'm like, where's the money? What are you talking about? But then I realized, what if those people work for the government? What if they were sent to say that? I mean, that's a heck of a false accusation to leave on somebody's social media platform. It's completely made up. It's unfounded. And what proof do you have that I received any sort of money for anything? Because I know that you can't prove that I received a penny for anything because it never happened. But what would they get out of telling a lie like that? And I'm trying to tell you, it seems like every time I kid you not, every time I could really make a compilation of people leaving comments saying things like, they paid you to say this. How much are you getting paid to say this? And I'm like, who? Like, who are you talking? Who's allegedly paying me for anything? And then they'll say, yeah, Jay-Z told him to speak bad about Jaguar Wright. Have you not heard the stupid bullshit that comes out of this woman's mouth? She's cuckoo, but she's not just cuckoo. She's also evil because she reads bad things on the internet or hears somebody say them in an interview or whatever. And then she just repeats them as if they're gospel. Like, yeah, that's what happened. It happened just like that. And then she might insert herself in the story like, and I was there at the time. I mean, does she even believe her own stories? I don't think so. I think that she knows that she's lying. I used to just think that this one was crazy, but no, I think that she's sitting up there coming up with what she's going to say, because I noticed that in recent times, ever since Jay-Z had implied that there may be legal consequences, now all of a sudden she's basically watching her words. She's doing a lot of stopping, taking time to breathe and reflect. She doesn't talk as fast as she used to. She minces her words a bit. She cuts out things. She edits herself. So I came to the conclusion that this woman knows what she's doing. That this idiot is lying to the government to basically try to harm anybody that she doesn't like. Sounds like somebody needs to get sued. And I don't just mean by Jay-Z either. On the flip side, though, let's talk about what could happen to Jaguar Wright with her saying the absolutely insane things that she's saying. She's talking about allegedly children being chained up and then them coming on stage and, like seeing the light and seeing the people. And then all of a sudden, the child becomes alive because they're like, hey, I've been locked up in a closet somewhere allegedly. And saying allegedly about anything and everything can't always save you, just for the record, from a legal standpoint. But long story short, saying something as crazy as that, like about Rumi, because that's what she's talking about, allegedly, possibly, and the maybe being chained up in a closet somewhere. What you need to be worried about is Solange being unchained, because we all know that Solange is a kicker. OK, we saw the elevator video. So while you're sitting around talking all this shit on the internet, if Jaguar and Solange ever bump into each other, I promise you, she won't be talking all this nonsense. She'll be copping please, because we all know how Solange gets down. Solange fight a grown man. She does not care. Let me know below who you think will win that fight, Solange or Jaguar Wright. Say Jaguar wins or Solange wins. That'll let me know what you think would happen in that situation. Hypothetical situation. I hope it never happens, but you never know. Yeah, it seems like everybody that Jaguar does not like, she's claiming there's going to be a RICO case against them. And she was at Mar-a-Lago. So is she like this government informant who's lying to the government to try to get RICO cases put against people that she doesn't like? Because if so, she needs to be locked up. Because, I mean, it seems like as if she's just saying all sorts of ridiculous things about anybody, literally, that says anything, basically, that goes against what she claims. So somebody who calls her a liar, somebody who basically tries to debunk her, anybody, period, that pisses her off. She's like, oh, yeah, there's going to be a RICO case against you. Literally everybody. I wonder if somebody who's really powerful, like Jay-Z, decided to just sue her. Because Brian McKnight suing her is one thing. But if Jay-Z decided to sue her, I wonder if that could stop her. Because the stuff that she's saying, I mean, a lot of it is 100% lies. And the government, if you're sitting here monitoring people based off of what Jaguar Wright says, do you remember what she said about Donald Trump?